Hey, it's David. Contact info is email is davidrailey@juno.com, davidraley@juno.com. Of course, you can leave me a message here on YouTube, and I will try to answer all the questions I can. My YouTube channel is Klondor1, Klondor1. Now, what I'm going to share with you now, you probably won't believe it at first hearing it, and you probably won't believe it when you actually do it. You'll probably have to do it multiple times to really start to go, ooh, yeah, I think that boy's onto something, and that is how to discover, to know for yourself in 1 second what's causing all your suffering and where your happiness lies. 1 second, okay? So here's what you do. It's very simple. Meditation is extremely simple. And this is what we're going to do. We're just going to meditate. Okay? Now I'm assuming you've never done this before. Or at least you haven't done this properly. So all meditation is stopping your thoughts and being aware of what's happening right in front of you in the moment without thought. That's it. Stop thinking, see. Look and see, listen and hear, touch and feel, so on and so on. So, right now, I want you to direct your awareness into the room that you're in. Okay? And don't think. Try to put space between your thoughts. Try to slip in a bit of awareness of just being in the moment without thought in between them. Okay? Now go ahead and do that. Direct your awareness to the sounds, the feeling, or the, just blur your vision and kind of allow your perception to take in everything. Okay? So do it and keep doing it. So that's it. In that second or two, what happened when there was no thought? In that second or two, there was no worry. There was no negative emotions whatsoever. You cannot experience negative emotions in the absence of thought. All suffering is created from our resistance to our experience and thought. If you stop thinking, you cannot suffer. Now, you just did that for a second or two, maybe a little longer. Now keep doing it. Do that all day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Take time to sit down for 5 minutes and do it. And go to that peace. That's where peace is. You can only experience peace in the absence of thought. In the space between your thoughts. Now, in the beginning, you're not going to be able to just shut her down. This is a practice. There's 2 requirements to being successful at this and being happy all the time. Practice and honesty. See my other videos, specifically the videos on impartial self-observation, the 3 solvents of suffering, what causes suffering, where I go into detail on how to practice this throughout the day. So sit down for a couple minutes each day, preferably in the morning, and do that. Just do that. And try, if you want peace, and I mean, who doesn't? Well, there are exceptions, of course. If you want peace, just work on shutting it off. Now, I would also recommend watching my videos on how to meditate properly, how to get the Kundalini going, because you want to do some breathing to start to relax this thing and get into the moment. Okay? So do that as often as you can, and then throughout the day, attempt to shut it off wherever you're at. If you're standing in the line at the grocery store, allow your awareness to expand out into the sound of the building. Just listen to the sound in the building. Don't think. Okay? And then your thoughts are going to come in and go back to the sound. Thoughts are going to come in and go back. Thoughts go back, go back, go back. So in the beginning, the important thing is repetition. Now, as I said in the beginning, for that first time or two, maybe even 10, you're going to go, well, he's kind of right. There was like no, I forgot about all that shit that runs through my head that I worry about in that second. But, wasn't that like choirs of angels singing in total bliss? Well, guess what? The more skill you get at doing this, then you open yourself up to the sea of love that we live in. The Force, as described in Star Wars, is real. That's what that was based on. It wasn't made up. Okay? And then you start getting your bliss. The more you practice, the more you get. The better you get. That's it. Okay? So there you go. How to find what causes all your suffering and where your happiness lies in 1 second. Boom!
Shakalaka.